My name is Denis Gregoire. I'm a full professor of entrepreneurship at HEC Montréal. And in the context of my job at HEC Montréal for over about 8 years, I've been working as an associate director with one of our program called the Creative Destruction Lab, which is it's a bit of a franchise. It's an organization that was started at the University of Toronto by Jay Agrawal. It's a great mentoring program. I was also involved with a more traditional accelerator program called Next AI, which is also a branch that we opened in Montreal of a program that was started in Toronto. Next AI focused specifically on early stage startup that were leveraging new AI technologies. CDL, we have different streams, one of which is AI. The ventures tend to be a little more later stage. But we also have a stream in quantum computing. We have one in Web3 blockchain technologies, and one in it's not technology specific, but it focuses on ventures that basically pursue new ideas in the supply chain industries. And what's very interesting about the CDL as a mentoring program within the context of entrepreneurial support organization is that it's a completely non-physical program. It's a mentoring program. It focuses on providing entrepreneurs with top-notch mentoring from not just entrepreneurs, like former entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, but we also have scientists specific to the different rooms. We also have people from the ecosystem on the client side, and we have obviously angels and venture capitalists involved in all of this. For a good pool of mentors, you typically want to have about 40% VCs, 40% entrepreneurs in that space, former entrepreneurs in that space, people who've been successful. And then the remaining 20% is a mix of scientists and people from the industry. But the greatest thing about the CDL program is that it doesn't operate in a space. It doesn't require any real estate investment. So on the cost side, it's much lighter than many other things. In the same way, it allows us to not ask anything of the entrepreneurs. If they're selected to be part of the program, the mentorship is done pro bono. Our mentors don't pay into the program. The entrepreneurs don't have to pay anything. But the idea is that we create situations where entrepreneurs have access to the expertise, to the mentorship, to the knowledge that otherwise they might not be able to access. The program has operated for 10 years in Toronto. Then they branched out in other locations in Canada and now across the world. And we're tracking the successes of these ventures, their abilities to continue raising fund and moving across borders. So right now the program is, I would say, from a Canadian perspective, a resounding success. It's been good at growing. Not all of the ventures are successful, obviously, but the few that had the potential to make it are able to access the kind of mentorship that they needed to move. So it's been a great success from that standpoint. So one of the things I found fascinating in my work with the Creative Destruction Lab is that as a faculty, I came into helping the program with a mindset of a researcher. And some of the conversations we've had today at the Wiggs Institute in Vienna are really good for me to sort of reboot my thinking about what research in ESOs need at the moment. I mean, I'm fortunate to be surrounded by great scholars who are talking about really active, they're at the top of their game, but they're looking at frontier of knowledge ideas to push forward our understanding of what ESOs do and how they contribute to society. So it is interesting for me to come here this summer and then return home and I've already started to take notes about, okay, well, here are the things in our next meeting at CDL. Here are some of the ideas that I would like to throw out and that could animate me. I'm fortunate. I'm just starting a half sabbatical, so it comes at a perfect time to be thinking about this, and for that I'm very grateful.